Hello, everybody. My, oh my, how quickly things can become a mess on the homestead. When you're sick, when your husband's going back to St. Louis to work, I have a lot of catching up to do, especially with you guys. Come along with me and I'll tell you all about it. If you've been keeping up on Homestead Rewind's Facebook page, you've probably seen pictures of the little Silkies. I never intended to have them, but their eggs looked enough like the guinea eggs that when the folks were collecting them, they just kind of got confused. So I ended up with Silkies. Snowball was a white Silkie, and I have since heard several homesteaders say that the hawk will look for white chickens, and sure enough, the hawk came one day and took off with Snowball. I guess it's just a fact of living on the farm. A couple of days ago, it was supposed to snow, and we were all looking so forward to having some snow. It ended up raining and raining and raining, and it has made my chicken coop such a muddy mess. I'm so far behind. You can see the plastic that we had put on when we originally built the chicken coop finally did deteriorate. This time when I put the plastic on, I want to put it on in such a way that I can remove it during them hot summer months when it beats through and just eats up the plastic. But first I want to talk about why y'all haven't seen me in a while. Work dried up here in South Central Missouri for my husband, and Jay had to go back to work in St. Louis, and we've been working on getting him set up in a place. Right now it's not in the plan for me to go and stay up there, as we're still hoping to keep moving forward, pushing forward. Of course, it's going to be slowed down a whole lot now that he's not here. But I do have my son here to help me with things around the farm. And we're just going to keep pushing forward, trying to build up sustainability on the homestead. Another factor has been blood pressure problems. I've been having serious problems trying to control my blood pressure, and we really don't even know why. Working with my doctors, I've been able to figure out a way to get that blood pressure stabilized, and hopefully that will stay going good so that we can continue to move forward on the farm. The last 2 weeks or so, we've been battling with the sickness. We have opted not to take the actual, we've decided that we want natural immunity as best as we possibly can. And of course, with that comes being sick. And my husband did return to St. Louis. As soon as he did, boom, he had the sickness. And of course, he spread it to me. And I won't lie, it's been pretty rough trying to get through that. It's not like it was life-threatening for us, but it did make us pretty miserable. And we're still both trying to regain our stamina from that. Hopefully that catches you up, kind of explains my absence. And I want you guys to know that I have been watching all of you, my favorite YouTubers out there. I have been keeping up with your channels and trying to comment just to let you guys know that I am still around. All right, let's see if I can tackle this project by myself. Okay, so I know that I have 4-foot panels here. I have 3 of those. That makes 12 feet. My roll of plastic is actually 20 feet. So I've got to figure out the best way to utilize my plastic and get the most use out of it. These are 16-foot cattle panels. So I know that if I unroll my plastic, I'm going to have extra because it's 20 feet wide. And so what I'm going to do is just run my plastic along here, the distance of the pin, cut it, and then we're going to try by myself. It's not too windy today, but I'm going to try to get that plastic over the top. And then I'm going to show you how I'm changing up the way I'm attaching this plastic. and let the wind help me work. Try this again. Whew. Okay, that wasn't too awkward or anything. Now let's hope the wind don't blow. Stay. It is slippery in there. All right. Here's my secret. Grommets. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it'll work or not. I'm gonna get that corner over there. Okay, plan B. I'm gonna stick the grommet in there. I'm gonna tie this on, throw it over, try to pull that plastic back over. Wish me luck, guys. Two down, two to go. Held down. The wind is trying to pick up on me. That just figures. Hopefully that'll stay in place until I get the rest of those grommets in. I'm gonna go up and get some zip ties. That's what I'm gonna use to hold them to the fence. And I'll show you how this little grommet thing works. Okay, guys. I'm a little tired still from having the sickness, but a determined person always gets things done. And I'm determined. Get it? Determined. Okay, this grommet, I bought it, a grommet tool, and these are the grommets, the little tiny ones. I bought this at Harbor Freight for like $6, I think it was. And what the goal here is to grommet this plastic and put a zip tie in to hold it down. That way this summer when it starts getting really, really hot outside, I can take this plastic off and maybe preserve it. Even if it only lasts 1 year at a time, it's still worth it to have this on here to keep my run dry. The wind's picking up. I gotta hurry and get this thing on. No rest for the weary. It really does get easier as you go along. It really does, I promise. I won't lie, doing that by myself was one of the hardest things I've done so far on this farm. Real tight and held close. I think I've got it secured pretty good. Like I said, we put this plastic on last year and it lasted almost it did last an entire year. It did finally blow off, I think about the last part of October. This also, when the sun is shining and it's so cold outside, which today it's not, but tomorrow it's supposed to be. Any sun that comes through that, even if there's a cloud cover, makes it warm in there. It makes a really nice place for the chickens in the daytime at least. So yeah, it's 100% worth it. Trying to do it by yourself, especially after you've been sick, that's a chore, but it's what we do for the love of our animals.